Pfizer have made a breakthrough with the Covid-19 vaccine as of November the 9th, triggering a huge burst of stock market activity. Many brokers and trading platforms crashed during the rush to buy up rallying stock. Today we'll explore whether it's a good idea to jump on the bandwagon or try to preempt the next big Covid-19 vaccine breakthrough. We'll start by asking the question, what does Pfizer's breakthrough really mean? If we look at the Covid-19 candidate vaccines PDF published by the World Health Organization, it seems that Pfizer is the 10th company who have progressed to phase 3 trials. Given that they're not the first, why is there so much buzz about Pfizer in particular? I'm no chemist, so I won't pretend to understand the intricacies of the different vaccines, but if we look through the list, you'll notice that the majority of other phase 3 manufacturers are Chinese-owned companies. Could it be the case that our Western media is overhyping Pfizer and not acknowledging success elsewhere in the world? I think that is highly likely. Pfizer have collaborated with Fosun Pharma and BioNTech. Interestingly, virtually every news source, including Pfizer's own website, highlights BioNTech's partnership. They're a German company, whereas Fosun Pharma is left out of the headlines. And guess what? They're a Chinese-owned company. Now, I'm not talking about conspiracy theories here. What I'm trying to highlight is that we ought to be more cautious before jumping on the investing bandwagon. It's great news that another company has progressed their vaccine, but Pfizer are one of many companies in the vaccine race and may not be the first to cross the finish line. Let's ask another question. What's the impact of this breakthrough on the stock markets? The increase in stock market activity led to safer assets like bonds falling significantly, whereas stocks in industries that have been suffering under Covid-19 restrictions generally surged. Some examples are alcohol giant Diageo, another would be IAG, who own a few airlines including British Airways, and more broadly speaking, oil stocks in general boomed as well. As you would expect, the peaks of these rallies have been slowly diminishing over the last day or two. I'd expect them to continue to decrease back to normal levels. The reality is that Covid-19 is not over yet, and there is currently no vaccine. My opinion is that the market surge is nothing more than over-enthusiasm by keen investors who are trying to time the market. No doubt there are plenty of people who bought at the top of the peaks and have lost money trying to jump on the bandwagon. Time for the big question. How should you invest when considering the likelihood of a Covid-19 vaccine breakthrough? I'm sticking to my usual advice here, which is that if you're taking advantage of pound cost averaging, I'd suggest you stay the course and continue to invest on a routine schedule. That's what I'll be doing. If you are dead set on trying to invest in the winner of the vaccine race, I'd suggest your best bet is buying the lot. All 10 of the current phase 3 vaccines could be the first to reach phase 4, so rather than putting all your eggs in one basket, I'd buy the entire basket. If another company makes it to phase 3, you're going to have to buy them too, but keep in mind it's likely going to be many more months until we see a vaccine ready for wide-scale distribution, so you're going to have to sit on these stocks for a long time. You should also consider that it's possible some of these companies won't cross the finish line at all, and that only the first 1 or 2 companies to reach phase 4 will get the biggest slice of the profits. One final point is that I believe the world's recovery from Covid-19 is already priced into the stock market, so expecting a huge boom across your investments is likely a little over-optimistic. I'll be releasing a video on the topic of Covid-19's priced-in recovery soon, so stay tuned for that. In summary, I'd say investing in Covid-19 is a high-risk, high-reward play. It is a highly speculative strategy, and I'm not totally convinced the possible gains will outweigh the possible losses. Thanks for watching Money Chomp. Don't forget to click subscribe.